We're expected to get like 3 to 8 inches of snow this weekend. Come on, man. Hello YouTube, Randy here on the channel, Just Be You. Thank you for tuning in for another week of the updates on my baby Betta fries. They are doing well. I haven't seen another dead one since, and we're gonna keep it that way, okay? So I haven't messed with the water, haven't messed with the temperatures. I left it the way it is, and we're gonna go with that, okay? And so they are growing, they're getting big, and they're eating good. And so I have plenty of grindle worms to feed them, and my grindle worms are just going crazy. I'll have to show you some videos of that as well once I head back upstairs. But yeah, they're doing great. Come take a look. All right, look at them. They are so big now, and the way that they're eating is it's crazy because they can just take like 2 or 3 grindle worms to themselves now, even more, depending the size of the grindle worms. And I do see a couple of smaller ones here, and it might be because of them trying to fight over, you know, who gets to eat. You know what I mean? And so the bigger ones are obviously gonna try to trickle their way and eat as much as they can, and they try to push out the other guys, you know. But they are doing good, they're big, and look at them. They're starting to take form, they're starting to take shape. So now they're actually betas now, you know. They look like betas now. I'm gonna do a live feeding here so you guys can see how they snack. So let's check it out right here. So here I am. I actually got the grindle worms down here, and look at them. So I've harvested some this morning. Actually, this is the second harvest. The first harvest, I didn't want to leave it in the water too long, so I threw them into another container. But this is actually the second harvest. So yeah, the grindle worms are, there's quite a few. So let me take a little pipette of them, and we're gonna feed them to the betas. I usually just kind of drop it in here, and they kind of just take over from there. Booyah, booyah! Look at them. Oh, vicious! Look at them. Must be their beta instincts to kind of just bite and shake, you know. Ooh, there it goes. And it usually drops them over here too, because there's obviously 2 sides of the playground here. There you go. I've noticed that there's also one that's starting right here. So I dropped some right here as well. And those guys usually come and get them too. Got some stuck here. There we go. Put some more over here. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. And I feed them there, and here's a closer look. Bam! Look at that. Look at that big old fat one right there. He is chunky. Look at that. The guy's got 2 of them in his mouth. Oh, that's insane. Oh, there you go. You dropped the other one. But yeah, look at that. They're vicious. It just takes one gulp and whoop, gone. Gone. Ooh, gone. So they're eating well, and I'm very pleased to see that they're eating well, and they're growing. So some of these guys, like I said, they look like little miniature betas now, you know. But I can't tell if they're, you know, can't tell male, female yet. Not only that, but I can't tell if they're going to be a round tail or they're going to actually be a or half moon like the male. So there's still a lot more to know as they grow. But they are eating well. Look at that. Look at all the grindle worms. All of them just chilling, but they're eating. So there you guys have it. They're eating, they're growing, they're big and fat and chunky, and they're pooping a lot more too. So I have to kind of clean every 2 days now, instead of just like, you know, letting it sit there for a while. And so, yeah, you know, it is what it is. And as long as they're eating, yeah. And so I have plenty of grinder worms for them. No worries there. Just cleaning them up, and they're growing. And eventually, we'll go for, this is week 5, and they're getting big. Let's go to 2 months. Let's go 2 months, and they'll be ready to. And at that time, according to the internet, they should be big enough to start cupping them, or else, yeah, they're pretty much full grown at that point, But let me take you to take a look at the grinder worm craziness that's growing, and I'll see you upstairs. As you know, grinder worms, they explode and they thrive better in the dark. So I've been just putting them into the closet, and so the ones that have been thriving for me are these two, and these are just they're thriving too, but not as nice as the two right here. And so, yep, they're growing. I mean, they're sticking to the plastic, which I can harvest at any time. But with these two, I don't even have to harvest off the plastic, because they start to crawl themselves up along the walls. So let's take a look here. I'm gonna turn on the light. So if we take a look at this, I hold this up, look at that. They are just crawling all over the wall. And so the ones that I harvest are the ones that are on the wall or underneath the cap. Yeah, but they're just like everywhere. So I have like this unlimited amount of live food that can feed the bettas. Like I said, all they need is just a little bit of dog food. If I can get this open. Here we go. Yeah. So there's some underneath the cap here. But look at that. Look at the plastic piece that I have in here. It's just covered in it. Yeah. And so by taking this up, I just put the dog food underneath. And you could tell this one's a very mature culture because there's grinder worms everywhere. And it kind of smells a little bit. And I'm guessing it's because of all the grinder worms in here, there's a lot of waste. And so it kind of smells a little bit. And so all the grinder worms go up the side of the container here. And I just take a little bit of water in the pipette, and and they just fall out into the other container where I'm collecting them to feed them to the bettas. But there you have it. Look at that. These grinder worms are insane. This culture is very mature. And I've been taking some of these and putting into another one too. And so I have a couple more that I'm also culturing as well. But this container, like, they're all over the edges and even underneath. So this is like my prime one. Look at that. It's just like everywhere. Looks like a bunch of like sticks or something, But this one is, I let it sit overnight, and then the next morning the lines are thicker than this. But yeah, these are my two very mature cultures, and they produce me a lot of worms, enough that I can't even like feed them all. And so I decided to put them into new containers, such as these. So this one's kind of it's not too mature. It's kind of mature. There's got some crawling up on the sides already. Same with one of the bottoms. There's a lot of eggs, so a lot of a newer culture there. And I just started 2 more. Whoops! I started 2 more here by transferring some of the ones over here to over here. So this one just started, so there's nothing really. And I put some new coconut fibers in them. But there, I put some dog food in there, so they're starting. Just gotta give them a little bit of time. And then next thing you know, they're gonna be just as populated as that one. So that's how the grinder worms are going. They're doing great. And all in all, it's plenty of food, and they're going. The baby fries are doing great. So yeah, continue to tune in with me every week, and I'll give you more updates, and hopefully we can get these guys to adulthood. Woo-woo. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Got some pictures for you. Hope you like those, and then a little bit of video here too of the baby fries. And yeah, if you enjoy it, come see me in the next one. And until then, stay cool and just be